Understand now what's happening with the monsoons that are arriving early. This is the soonest that we've seen since 2009, and with rainfall 266% above average, most crops are stable, but rice probably could take a hit. Now, whether is it a boon or a bane for India? Citi has given out a report on the same, where Mahima is analyzing the report as well. Mahima, over to you.
Right, so as you rightly mentioned, it's the earliest monsoon that India has seen since 2009 now, and the rainfall, as you rightly mentioned, is about 266% above the long period average between 16th May to 31st May. Now, what Citi believes is that there is no bearing in terms of inflation when it comes to this, and except for rice, it might not impact a lot of crops. Now, in terms of the headline inflation, they are penciling in a 3% YY number. In terms of 5 episodes where early monsoon was seen in the past 25 years, what Citi has observed is that full season rainfall was deficient, but food inflation rose in 4 out of these 5 episodes. Kharif crop production was down YY only 2 times out of these 5 times, and it's too early to be comfortable about the overall monsoon impact, is what Citi believes. In terms of heavy rains in May, there are no concerning signals yet, according to them. Higher soil moisture component could lead to earlier sowing of crops and also high productivity, according to them. And dry period between 2 crops will regenerate the kind of fertility that the soil will have. So better crop sowing is something that will be beneficial for rural areas as well. They also believe that damage to standing and harvested crops might not be large enough that it might impact the prices of these crops. Vegetable prices in May broadly in line with what seasonality reports were expecting, so no concerns there as well. Lastly, vegetable CPI, they've given some numbers here. They expect vegetable CPI to rise by about 2.5% month on month in May, and vegetable CPI slightly higher than general trend in May. So this is the overall view of what Citi believes that how monsoons will impact the entire crop season, as well as how rural areas might be impacted. But from what they're saying is that the impact might not be much, except for that rice crop.
Right. So this is going to be interesting to watch out for. Raghvendra, your view, and taking the above average monsoon into consideration, which would be the stocks that you would bet big on?
So we would like the pack of fertilizer space play. We would actually avoid FMCG and two-wheelers, which are typically also impacting or positively correlated to the monsoon. But looking at valuations, we still believe fertilizer pack would be the sector to bet upon. And in that, our top pick continues to be BASF, BASF at levels of around 5,100. We believe that with a good management and very good presence across its distribution network, BASF is currently, in terms of price, beaten down. So a good monsoon would actually augur very well for this price, and 5,800, 6,000 is also possible by the end of 3 quarters from now. So BASF would be the top pick in the entire fertilizer seed pack, and we would avoid two-wheelers or FMCG space based on the valuation discomfort, based on the good monsoon or very above average monsoon so far.
Okay, so that's with regards to where stocks go. Osho, very quickly, your top pick from the monsoon pick.
See, again, overall, looking at the technical perspective, BSF is looking positive to me because it is having a kind of a consolidation zone, and it is expected that in the coming period, there is a possibility for a higher momentum in this counter, followed by the other counter, which is into radar, is RT Industry. So RT Industry is also looking positive to me. It is also having a fairly valuation on the technical perspective and has emerged above the long-term moving average after a very long period of time. So I'm expecting both these counters are at a very strong support zone, and from here onwards, we can see some kind of a positive movement in the coming period.
Right. So that's with regards to where monsoon stocks are concerned. But thank you, Osho. Thank you, Raghvendra, so much for joining us on the show and sharing your views.